Alright everyone, and welcome back to our MotoGP 15 career. In the previous race it was the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, our home race obviously, and yeah, we got a decent result there. We got on the podium actually, 3rd place in that one, and we're now heading to Italy then for the second race here then in Italy for the San Marino and Rimini's Coast Grand Prix. Bit of a mouthful, but yeah, we're heading to Misano for that race then, round 13 of the season then, episode 14 actually. See, the numbers on the screen, they're just completely messing me up at this point. But yeah, we're at Misano then for this one, and yeah, hoping for a good result here then. And yep, we are now going to go then to qualifying.
Hello from Misano. The engines are starting to rumble and the riders are getting ready because qualifying starts in a few moments' time. The weather forecast for this session is fine, so riders and teams will be able to focus exclusively on getting the best out of their bikes.
So yep, here we are then in qualifying. This is our first lap then of the session, and you're going to see how quick it is, and a little bit of a wobble there in the final corner, so probably not going to be too great a time, but still looking competitive as we come to line. And it's a 45.9, which is within a second, so not too bad there then with our initial time. Had dropped to 9th though a few minutes later, and yeah, you can see this is a decent lap. It's looking like we had red sectors in sectors 1 and 3, and the orange in sector 2, and it's orange across the line then, so we do improve to 1:45.6, which is a decent time. Only just over half a second, well, close to 6/10 off pole, and that was actually how it ended in the end, with us 6/10 off because Danny Kent improved a little bit to go pole. So yep, 8th on the grid then, not too bad. I mean, obviously it's not the pole position we had in Silverstone, but still a decent qualifying, and you know, anything can happen in Moto3. Can qualify pretty much anywhere high up the field and still get a decent result. I'm now going to go to the race.
Hello to all you motorsport fans tuning in. We're joining you live from the Misano World Circuit Marco Simoncelli for the 13th race in the Moto3 class. The skies over the track are clear, and the latest weather reports are telling us that temperatures will be as expected for this time of year.
So here is the grid now then, and yeah, Danny Kent on pole from Oliveira and Quartararo. A few Italians on the grid then, they'll be open to put on a good performance. Antonelli's the highest up, then we've got Bastianini, Locatelli, Ferrari, Bagnaia, Finati, Migno all in there as well. So yeah, a lot of home hopes here then today, and yeah, we'll have to see if we can sort of spoil the party a little bit, but it looks like one of the others may already do that. Certainly Danny Kent looking competitive once again. As we're on the grid now then, lights about to come on, and away we go then in Misano. And it looks like we have got about an average start, really about the same as those around us then. Still in 8th place, got Binder right behind us then. We're on the inside of Vasquez into turn 1. A little bit of contact there with Antonelli there, and luckily there wasn't a crash. But yeah, we're side by side with Vasquez then on the inside for turn 3. He actually gets the better drive. We were a little bit loose on the curb there, and yeah, he maintains the place now, and it's actually Hanako behind us there. He's having a look, he's actually cut back underneath them for turn 4. And he's through then, looks like a little bit more contact there, and yeah, he looks like he's got the pace now then, but we're on to this back straight now then, and yeah, can we slipstreaming them down towards this left-handed hairpin. We're in the slipstream then, so yeah, it's pretty much the same bike as well. We actually get the back tyre from the other, so that's a bit of a mistake from us there. We're running out wide, sliding about a little bit there, don't want to push too hard, and we're down to 14th place then, so not what we needed there, and we'll have to see if we can recover those places pretty quickly then. And into this right hander, it can break quite late for this one, and it's all bunching up then, a fair few bikes here then battling over the same bit of tarmac there, and we've managed to get past Locatelli into 13th place, but we need to really gain a few more places than that if we're going to get back up to sort of the front group in this race. And heading to a series of fast right handers then, and I actually got it all wrong then. Locatelli went Ronda outside there, and we're back down to 14th. Can we make it up the inside into this hairpin? Looks like we may just do it on the inside, and yep, through we go then, up into 13th place. So yeah, it's going back and forth as always in Moto3 here on this first lap, and we're coming towards the end of it now then, into the final corner. See, there's a little bit of a group up ahead. The front four looks like are pretty close together, it looks like, and yeah, we're going to come across the line now then. It's Quattararo actually leads it then, and we unlock another data pack then, and we're in 13th place for now then, 7 tenths behind Binder. A little bit more contact there with Locatelli then, as Navarro actually got the fastest lap there then with a 46.8, and we see Bastianini and Masby battling in front of us, and they're all part of this little group in front of us, and about, well, there's 4 bikes there all battling for 9th place, and yeah, I'll have to see if we can get on this little fight then, and yeah, hopefully gain some ground. We should be in the slipstream here then down this back straight, as we have caught up to Binder actually while they're all battling for position, and yeah, you can see Binder looking right to the inside there. Is he going to take a few of them there? It looks like he's got the inside of 2 of them, and yeah, he's actually passed both of them, McPhee and Bastianini there it looked like, and yeah, up he goes then into 10th place, and we're going to look to the inside of them there as they all bunch up once again into this little right-hander. Wish I knew some of the corner names to make this a lot easier to commentate on, but never mind. As we see this still continue to trade places then, and we really just need to find a little bit more speed there, and we'll be right up with them, because we really don't want to be stuck fighting for the minor points like we were at Mahindra. But yeah, through a series of right-handers then, and you really just have to carry as much speed as you can through these set of corners, or else you're just going to lose so much time. And into the little right-hander then, you can see how bunched up they are, just almost all as one there through that hairpin, and yeah, pretty much tyre to tyre really then, front and rear. But you can see Binder looking to get to the front of the group, I think it is, and it looks like he may just have done it then. Up into 9th place, it's Kent who's leading as always, and into turn 1 still all side by side with each other, but yeah, managing to all get through cleanly somehow still, and we just still not quite there with them, as we're on to lap 3 of 6 already then, and can see Kent and Quattararo are battling for the lead then, as they're all pretty much bumping and barging through turn 4 there then, and we should be right on them now then, because they are all scrappling. Scrappling, is that a word? I don't think so, pretty sure I just made that one up, but yeah, we are right onto them now then in the slipstream down this back straight. Could we take some of them into this left-hander? Well, we're braking around about the same time there. I think I actually braked a little bit too early there, as we see Binder and Bastianini then force the back of the group again. We actually slid the rear tyre up a little bit there, so you see 3 wide there in front with Bastianini just behind. And can we look to the inside there into this right-hander? Yes, we are. We actually pushed Bastianini there up to the front, I think, there a little bit. And yeah, he just goes up to 9th then. We pretty much just pushed him past about 3 bikes. We actually get ourselves up into 12th and all that, behind, well, ahead of Binder now. Masby just riding on the grass there for some reason. For us to see the right-handers then, this could get messy if it goes wrong here, and we're on the inside of Masby. McPhee's on the inside as well. We actually slipped at the inside of McPhee and Bastianini there then, and straight up to 9th place, so that was a brave move there. They could have easily just rode into the side of us then, and like not realising that we were going to come at the inside, and well, they had just wiped us out. But yeah, we managed to make it stick there with no contact at all, and we're up into 9th place then. So can we maintain this now then? It's going to be very difficult to do so, because they are all looking very competitive. They're behind us and all scrapping for position, and we're well, we've got McPhee right behind us then. He's having a look into turn 1, not quite close enough to do anything about it there then, as we ideally want to catch up to Haneker and Antonelli, I think it is, battling in front of us. And yeah, we may still be able to do that, but not while we've got 4 bikes right on our tail here then, because they're still all battling. You can see there the Red Bull KTM coming into view as well behind McPhee, and that probably is the fastest one of the bunch. And of course we're on a KTM as well, but I'm not sure we have the same development as the KTM IO team. And yeah, braking for this left-hander then, just making sure we cover these inside lines and don't have anyone sort of ambush into any of these braking zones. That's sort of kind of what I was trying to do in Silverstone. I guess it worked to some effect in the end, because I managed to maintain 3rd. We're actually a little bit wide there. One of them's surely going to go up the inside. It looks like Binder might, and he is in fact. We get forced out wide a little bit there. We're now on the outside then for this series of right-handers, but do we have the straight line speed here then to have any answer then? Binder's going to go up the inside, I think, but no, we're just going to carry more speed into the corner and go around the outside then. So yeah, we managed to maintain the position there then for now, and just about getting the line right for that final right-hander before the hairpin. And yeah, we maintain the place for now then, still 1.4 behind Antonelli then, so yeah, it's looking like we're really going to have to get a move on now if we're going to catch them up by the end of the race, because well, one corner to go and then we'll be on to the penultimate lap of the race already, as we see Oliveira leading then. Now then, at this point it's just chopping and changing all the time really at the front and pretty much all through the field, as we are still only 0.2 of a second ahead of Enea Bastianini then at this stage. He's, wow, so close to having a look at the inside there, and looked like there may well, so close to being contact, but luckily not, and we still in 9th place then. So yeah, Xian still continuing to battle behind us then. I think Binder was getting forced out wide there as he looked to try and regain the place, as Haneke and Antonelli are pulling away from us now then. It's out to 2.2 seconds now, as they're all still squabbling behind. They're probably all getting a nice slipstream here then off the back of me, but you know, we actually get that braking a little bit wrong. They're probably going to have a look to the inside now then, I would have thought, and it looks like McPhee is, Binder's there as well, got Bastianini just behind as well I think, and yeah, we've at least got the inside line, so hopefully we can force them all out wide. Doesn't look like we're going to do that though, because we outbraked ourselves a little bit. Bastianini is going to hit the front of this group now then. Looks like with McPhee and Binder just behind, it looks like Masbu is still on the back of this group as well, and McPhee is forcing us across here. We were trying to get the slipstream there from Bastianini, but he wasn't really letting us have it, and well, once again we managed to carry more speed then, go right onto the curb in that right hander, but we have got ourselves back up into 9th place then. So once we did find where we were comfortable in those series of right hands, we really did manage to yeah, use it to our advantage against the AI here, and it looks like 7th and 8th are just long gone now then. They're 2.2 ahead, no chance of us catching that back up with only a lap to go then, as we get the braking wrong a little bit for the final corner. They almost had another look back at the inside of us there into the final corner, but crucially we do stay ahead then across the line, which means that if it does come down to it and one of them gets a slipstream to the line, chances are they won't pass us before turn 1, which, well, the start finish line that is, which is good for us then, because it does mean that we should be able to lead this out of the final corner. But we do have to make sure we actually get there first then, as we give a little bit of the doctor's dangle there into turn 4, actually get pushed out a little bit wide and then drifting on the curb, as Bastianini's on our inside there. We've now got the inside for the left hander, but they're pulling on the pressure now then on this final lap, and they're going to have a slipstream now then towards the left hander. It's Bastianini, I believe, who's still in the front, well, leading the charge behind me, and we do manage to cover the inside line there, just really blocking the apex there really. You know, we were quite slow into the corner there, and just trying to stop them really getting a good run out of the corner and or past us really, as once again we try and do the same, but we didn't cover it well enough, and Bastianini's giving us a little bit of a push there. He's looking behind him as well and to see where everyone else is, and hopefully we can carry the speed through these series of right-handers again like we have done on the previous few laps, and actually get ourselves out of reach really, but we haven't done that. We've gone a little bit wide there under pressure from Bastianini. I think there may have been a little bit of contact. Down Masbu was there right behind us. We tried desperately to outbrake Bastianini, but we've run wide. Masbu and McPhee go through. We were forced out to the outside, and now Bin's going through. We've got Finati there as well, and he's joined on this battle as well then, on the Sky VR46 bike, and we have been pushed to the back of this group then with only half a lap to go. And when I was recording this, I didn't even realise it was the last lap because I was too busy focusing on the battle, but yeah, we have dropped down to 13th on the final lap, and that is where we're going to finish then, unfortunately, after getting back up to 9th place then early, well, around about halfway. But yeah, frustrating in the end then that we dropped those positions on the final lap, but it's still a very good battle there. Bastianini and Masbu are dead heat across the line apparently, same for McPhee and Binder there. So yeah, very very close battle there, and one of the closest we've had I think in this whole series so far. Yeah, it just keeps on getting better and better really in this Moto3 season. Very competitive field, and yeah, it's only one that I guess we'll miss when we do eventually move up from Moto3. But yeah, there's the championship standings then. Danny Kent with a 32 point lead over Quartararo now then. Haneke overtakes Binder then for 7th there. Well, they're the teammates actually, so yeah, a bit of a change there. Then we've actually dropped down to 11th now behind Bastianini, unfortunately, after he beat us today, and Antonelli's up to 12th then, level with McPhee now then, and Finati gained a few points there then. It's still in 15th, and still a lot of riders still yet to score points then in the constructors. Honda with an 82 point lead over KTM, and Husqvarna still way back in 3rd and Mahindra nowhere in 4th. So yeah, that rounds out today's episode then. If you did enjoy it, then a like would be appreciated, as with any comments. Let me know what you thought, and yeah, we'll see you next time then for the Aragon Grand Prix. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.